How's it going, you guys? Welcome to Morning Cup. Now, we start today off with the fact that the WHO team has officially reached the second hospital in China. Well, the second hospital that first got the COVID 19 cases and got people rolling in with the first official records of the coronavirus incidents. Now, the WHO team has been in China on the ground zero for a while now, especially in Wuhan and a few other provinces around Wuhan. Two hospitals and their records have been thoroughly checked, as well as now face to face meetings with the first responders to the COVID pandemic are underway. The WHO team is going to be engaging in close quarters as well as engaging in some one on one interviews of sorts to ensure that the doctors that dealt with the coronavirus pandemic in its initial onset can give them the required details that they need so dearly to understand this virus further. We also move on to the fact that the WHO has warned of vaccine hoarding that has been prevalent in the years past, as have been through numerous pandemics. The WHO has clearly stated the fact that the countries of the world should not and will not be allowed to just harbor vaccines for their own people. It's supposed to be a global led initiative to make sure that every single person has access to this vaccine, no matter what your income bracket might be. Certain countries are against this policy and prefer to have their own people vaccinated first and foremost before considering exporting. Whereas there are other nations that are doing everything in their possible power to make sure that this vaccine is outrolled to each and every country in the world. We move on to the fact that there was a low intensity explosion outside the Israeli embassy in India, in New Delhi. Now, the Israeli embassy has dictated this low intensity explosion as an act of terror, as well as seeking the Indian government as well as the Indian authorities to step in and intervene and figure out as to what exactly happened. Also, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has also stated clearly that he has complete and absolute belief that the Indian authorities will take good care of Israeli citizens in the Israeli embassy, as well as ensuring the fact that the Israeli citizens are safe and, if need be, are sent back without any harm bestowed upon them. We move on now to the fact that Mexico is now amongst the long line of countries that is depending on India for the export of their AstraZeneca vaccine. Now, India has been making sure that it exports any and all requirements of this vaccine, especially to nearby countries like Bangladesh, there was Sri Lanka, there were numerous other nations, even talks with Pakistan at some point. But turns out that Mexico is now the latest in the addition to that, and the furthest away after Brazil, wherein India is going to ensure that it delivers the AstraZeneca vaccine to Brazilians and now make sure that the AstraZeneca vaccine is delivered to Mexicans as well. Saving lives everywhere across the globe, the United Nations has also acknowledged the fact that India's ability to mass produce vaccines is the difference maker, is the thing that matters most, because this asset that India brings to the table is very, very beneficial for the rest of the world combined. We move on to the final story of the day, and the final story of the day is a little disheartening considering the fact that the United Nations had put together a treaty a long time ago. The Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons was something that came into play in the year 2017, and numerous world powers, numerous nuclear powers signed on to this treaty. Well, Pakistan was one of the countries that did not. And turns out that yesterday Pakistan put out a statement clearly outlining this fact that it did not sign this treaty. It was not a part of this treaty, and if need be and if it deems necessary, Pakistan will continue on to manufacture more nuclear weaponry. Well, considering that you don't require more than 25 nuclear explosions at the same time to make sure that the world goes into ruins, I don't understand why countries are stockpiling thousands and thousands of nuclear warheads like it's going to make any difference. Like, you're going to be in a scenario wherein you need to launch 1,000 nuclear warheads at a country. Like, that's going to prove anything except for ensuring the fact that the world is inhabitable thereafter. Well, everyone knows that the theory of MAD, mutually assured destruction, exists, and there is a reason it exists. And for those of us that don't understand the seriousness of this issue, should really look into the fact that 20 nuclear explosions anywhere on the earth, that's all it'll take. There'll be enough sun in the atmosphere, there'll be enough radiation, and there'll be enough fallout for the rest of us across the globe to deal with. No matter where you might be, no matter which country you might reside in, even though you're directly shielded for a while, you best believe that the radiation will make its way to you eventually. With that being said, the world is taking a different step. The new various variants of the coronavirus are existing, and Dr. Fauci has also declared the fact that the United Kingdom's variant might be prevalent across the United States by spring this year. So that's another red flag. But apart from that, we've got France shutting down the European Union, saying that it's not going to allow anyone outside of the European Union's countries to travel in. Paris going the same way. The UK warning of new various variants being a massive, massive threat to the NHS, and a lot more. But the fact still remains strong that this pandemic is as prevalent as ever, and if we do not take the right precautionary measures, if we do not take the right steps, we will be a part of the problem. We need to be a part of the solution, ladies and gentlemen, not a part of the problem. So make sure that you do what is necessary to keep yourself safe, to keep your community safe, and ensure that no matter what you do, no matter where you are, you stay safe, you stay you. This has been your morning cup. See you tomorrow.